Thank you very much, Roundtable Boys, for coming along. We have the wonderful Sam Adams here, magnificent club servant, Super Sammy Adams. We've all got countless games we've seen this wonderful, fantastic gentleman create or score goals that have got us out of holes or won us games. Absolute club legend. Hello, Super Sam.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Sorry.
Sam, he's full of bullshit all the time, isn't he?
Hey, bullshit. Get out of it, Mr. Timothy Booth-Jones. I'm really fantastic. I just took ages for this to happen. It's just wonderful to get you on.
No worries.
Fantastic. And first, introduce everyone else. Obviously, is Wendy here, Robbie, Ian, and with everyone that comes on the round table, Mr. Timothy Booth-Jones, you got to tell us, how did you fall in love with this great club?
Who are you talking to there, Sam?
No, you, Timothy Booth-Jones, yeah.
Oh, well, going up the Pilot Field with my brother I'm so old, it's back in the early 1960s for a double header, Boxing Day and something like New Year's Day. Hastings United, which were then a top non-league side, played Cambridge United and then Cambridge City. And it's really good. And I just enjoyed coming up, watching since, besides my, when I finished my playing days and everything. I've got to add, there's something about Sam that is unique, by the way. He's the only player.
He's not a mole.
He's the only player in our current squad who's done what, do you think, for Hastings United? He's been in two
promotion sides?
Yeah, two promotion-winning sides. Yeah, because Sam, you must remember that Dover game because something terrible happened to you down there.
As he's
I'm still annoyed with that referee because he gave you 2 yellow cards for innocuous little trivial things. I know one of them was just kicking the ball away or something.
First one was silly, kicking the ball away, but the second one wasn't a foul really. He just jumped up for the ball.
And how could he send a player off in a playoff, game like that for 2 miserable little offences and they didn't really do it? Wasn't even a decent fouls at all. So
nah. To be fair though, I still think if I was on the pitch, we'd have lost the game. I think when we went down to 10 men, I think Dover struggled after that because they was on top of us for the first 15, 20 minutes, and then as soon as we went to 10 men, we sat back and they couldn't break us down.
I've always said it's your best ever game, mate.
Probably was.
Sam, my memory's gone. Did that rule you out of the Tooting game?
I didn't play in the Tooting game. No. Yeah,
we won that all right then, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's coincidence. So that's 15 years apart in their promotion teams. Put you on spot. Which team was the better, do you reckon?
Team we're in now.
Even with Sean Ray and Lee Morgan and Addy?
I think because the game's changed so much now, I just think the team that we had back then weren't as good footballers, but we had a togetherness that got us through to where we was.
Yeah.
I think that was the main reason we got promoted in the first time. Don't get me wrong, there was all good players, but I just think the togetherness is what's got us through, to be honest.
Yeah. You're much more patient now as a team, aren't you? You sort of, keep the ball, keep possession. Where I don't think Addy would have liked with that up front. He'd have
even like that, because he's a bit like hustle bustle, wasn't he?
Yeah, he wanted the ball played for him to chase around. Yeah.
Exactly that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, because obviously we got you on, Sammy. It's this Saturday coming. Well, I'm certainly hoping you're going to be in the squad for Corinthian Casuals. Now, you may, I will. I expect so. Otherwise, we give Mr. Elphick a smack on the bum. I think it was the debut. Was it 2005? Have I got that one wrong?
I think it was 2000. It's either 2005 or 2006. I can't remember.
Yeah, or it was a 5-6 season, wasn't it?
I think it might have been. Yeah.
I
think it was.
You was in the squad.
Yeah.
Back then, now I think it's now 638 appearances later.
Really? Yeah. Got another testimonial.
Is it just another 3 points you're thinking about against Corinthian Casuals, or is this because coming towards no, it's not the end of your career, but you're facing this lot again. You might not have thought you were going to face them again. Any particularly special memories you've got from your debut, or going back there? Any thoughts?
To be honest, like I say, I think it's just a case of just getting another 3 points and trying to get up the league. To be honest, like I say, it's just another game for me, really. I don't look as it I played my debut there or anything like that. I just think, we've got get another 3 points and hopefully climb the league and get into them playoffs.
I know, couple of games, very winnable games there. You know,
Yeah.
we got, and then you never know, do you? The results go our way. We
it.
might start be sniffing those playoffs again.
I just think it's just a case of getting a good run together. I think if you get 4 or 5 good results on the bounce, then you're right back in the mix again. But like you see, everyone beats everyone in that league, so it's tough.
Yeah. Boys, Ian, Robbie, anything you want to say to Sammy?
Sam, are you as competitive in the rest of your life as you are on a football field?
Nah. A different person off the pitch.
So there aren't board games that go flying on Christmas Day?
Nah,
and things like that?
nothing like that. The only thing, I'm a bit competitive with my brother when it comes to a bit of table tennis and we play golf now. Started playing golf. Get a bit competitive on that, but it's all good fun for that.
So it's just the football pitch then?
Yeah.
Something happens when you cross that line.
To turn the switch.
Yeah. Ian, Sammy's the only person in the Nelson that never dances on the table, I can tell you that. He sits quietly in the snug.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Robbie,
I
anything?
think it's fantastic. You really set the standard for hard work and competitiveness that the rest of the squad has really followed over the last few years. And I think a lot of our success is down to that.
Yeah.
So I'm not wearing a hat, but I take my hat off to you.
I appreciate that.
Magnificent.
Agree with that.
Standard setter, definitely standard setter.
Oh, Sammy, are you in the half marathon this year again?
No, I'm not doing it this year.
Oh, lazy Santa. I was very impressed during lockdown when I was lounging down the Old Town in the bus shelter, which came up, and I saw you and Kenny Poe jogging along. I thought, well, there's dedication for you. Very, very impressive.
Yeah. It's probably the fittest I've ever been, that was, as well.
Yeah. And Sammy, you must have a regret during your Hastings career that I think, did you leave us when we had
I went to Ryde for the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That must have been terrible for you. Because that
I
was
was gutted.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was happy for all the boys. Don't get me wrong, but there's always a piece of me I think, I wish I'd have been there, especially for the game at home, the replay at home.
Yeah.
The sellout. I was there watching, but obviously I'd love to have been out there.
Yeah.
You talk about that Dover game, you making a difference being sent off. If you'd been playing at Middlesbrough, that'd have been a different score completely. Seriously, mate, we wouldn't have. They just needed that extra person in the middle. That would have made a big difference. Yeah, serious. Yeah, we were all gutted for you that you missed that.
Yeah, it's one of them, mate. It's good. It was. It was brilliant watching it, but I say always in the back of my mind thinking, should have been there really, but weren't meant to be.
Were you playing at Rye then, Sam?
Yeah, I was at Rye. Yeah.
What was it like playing under Ginge or Mark Gould? I thought he was so entertaining.
He was actually the player then when I played.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah, he was a player. Yeah.
Well,
So-
I used to love going to watch Rye because you never knew what was going to happen with Ginge on the side. And
Yeah, I know.
and who was that mad Scotsman who played in midfield? He was a very good
Duncan
midfield.
MacArthur.
No, Duncan was crazy as well. Yeah. But there's another
The
chap.
Scotsman.
He played for Hastings as well for a bit. He's a very good non-league midfielder, but he spent the whole game winding the opposition up, as did Ginge on the side. So you never knew how many red cards or yellow cards were going to come flying out on the sort.
I don't know who that is. I can't remember.
Yeah, he was an old guy, but he just used to be very rude to the opposition all the time and just used to wind them up and they couldn't handle it. I'll remember his name later. But was Kenny there with you then? Kenny Poe?
Yeah, he was for the second half of the season. I think he come. He wasn't there at the start.
Yeah.
And then he come towards the second end of the season.
I noticed he was having a nice pint on the balcony at the Pilot Field last night, watching.
Yeah, he still comes and watches.
Yeah, good for him. Starring for Lyd, obviously.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Yeah.
Talking of Kenny and talking of your relationship with Kenny, like when we had lockdown, the seasons got cancelled.
Yeah.
Were you worried, Sammy, that it just weren't going to happen? We weren't going to get promoted again, or were you just thought once things are sorted, yourself and Kenny are going to be in a promotion team?
But to be honest, I thought the season that got cancelled first, I thought it was going to start again in the summer. That's what we all originally thought, and we thought, it had a chance. And then it got cancelled, and then it got cancelled again, and I thought, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know whether it was going to go back to normal or what. But as soon as the season started again last year, I knew, even though we had a bit of a blip in like October, November, I always knew that we was going to go on and get promoted.
Yeah,
I said to Gaz, in December, we'll be top of the league by the end of the year, and we won't come off. And then,
There you go.
as soon as
we
we
got the lottery numbers, please, mate.
Yeah, I know. I just knew though. We just knew how to win games.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we had a good side.
No, it was a good team.
I just saying it was
Bully
right.
you are.
I just love that Ashford away and Crave Valley away performances.
Oh, yeah.
Were brilliant. Yeah, it's fantastic. I think we've regained something now after that Haringey game. Yeah, Margate. I thought, some of the spectators were moaning against Margate. I thought we played really well against them, and completely.
You take your chances. It's 3 or 4, isn't it?
Yeah,
and it's a totally different conversation then.
Yeah, we were so much. I thought we were so much better than them. And
miles better.
Yeah, and
miles better.
I thought we did well last night against Folkestone as well. I know they had a few players out, but I thought we second half, right.
So did we.
Yeah,
if you think about it as well, Tim. Let's talk Folkestone. Obviously, a great win, 4 points out of 6, much needed points. I think anyone looking at those 2 fixtures, thinking 4 out of 6, we'd take that, wouldn't we? We'd take that.
Yeah, definitely.
Bit worried. Hello, mate. You all right?
All right. Quick, sign him up.
Minnie Adams. Obviously we'd take those points.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I know we've been struggling up front, and it's just trying to, us fans, we've been trying to suck the ball into the net for you, we know you're all desperate to score. And I remember when Popey, he was on the line and he just couldn't get it. He fluffed it a little bit on the line. I thought, it's not going to happen, is it? It's a great character from all of you lot because we were 1-0 down, to turn that round, make it 2-1. I mean, showed fantastic character in the team. I mean, how's the team feeling right now with that win?
Yeah, everyone's buzzing, to be fair. Like, the goals will come. Like, everyone goes through a stage where it happened last year. The same thing happened last year. We went for a little blip and we weren't scoring goals. And once you start finding the goal again, it'll soon come back. It's just confidence thing as well. I think if you have a couple of games where you don't score as a team, it starts going in the back of your mind a little bit, and then it's the same with the other way. Clean sheets, keep 3 or 4 clean sheets on the bounce, and then you get into a habit of doing it, and then as soon as you start conceding goals, like we conceded 9 goals in 3 games, I think, or 4 games, and before that we had the best defensive record in the league. So
not like us, not yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's hard, and I think the goals will come. I think Louis scored his first goal the other night. I think there'll be more to come from him. As soon as he starts scoring, they'll be coming, and then you got Dave as well. So hopefully he'll start firing, and it'll be all right. Yeah,
couple of nice games coming up. Corinthia Casuals, obviously, and Kingstonian. That's where the goal's going to come. Sorry, Robbie, I'm talking a lot. Robbie, you want to say anything to Sammy?
Yeah, I just remind me of the usual. Was great, etc., etc. The usual jazzy here from the fans. I just thought about last night. It was great to see us finally get the rub of the green for once.
Exactly.
We would have scored so many goals in the games before. But obviously, Stoney scuffed his shot, goes in. Game before, he scuffs it, goes wide. Keeper saves. It was you hit the bar. We just hadn't had the rub of the green. Finally, one of those scuff shots actually goes in for us, which was a nice change.
So I'm saying, it just lifts everyone as well. Like you boys behind the goal. You can just, as soon as it goes in, it's just like a sense of relief. So I think as soon as we scored the second goal, the game was done. Really, I didn't think there's ever going to come back into it. And we just have to move on now and hopefully get 3 points Saturday, and then we go again Wednesday and hopefully get another 3 points. Then we'll be right back in the mix.
Exactly.
I just wonder if Windy or John there remembers a famous Corinthian Casuals game. They got those bizarre colours. They turned up at the pilot field and they'd left their kit behind. So they
played in our kit, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah. It was half ours and half theirs. It's the worst combination of colours I've ever seen. I think it was terrible. Awful lot.
I've actually seen that happen before back in the 70s. Ramsgate turned up once without a kit, so they played with an hour away kit. It was even colder than last night up there, and I think we won 5-3, but it was bloody complicated trying to work out who was playing. Yeah, amazing. Good old days.
Yeah,
I saw Oxford do that once at Watford. They turned up with their yellow home kit to play.
Not clever.
You would have thought they would have thought that one through.
Yeah.
Well, fair play to Corinthian Casuals. So they have done well, because I don't think they pay their players, do they? And they sort of survive. Well, they have survived in that Premier League. Yeah, and they've done well.
They've done well, yeah, they have.
Yeah, good for them. Much better than that horrible other team, Corinthian.
Don't talk me out of them. Bloody hell. Remember that away game? My God.
It was awful.
That was terrible.
Oh,
Nothing.
Ben,
A rare
Ben,
game I
that
missed last
centre-half.
season.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Oh, you missed it, did you, Robbie? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I've had family commitments that day, so I think it's the only away game I missed last season.
Oh.
You didn't miss much.
No,
Yeah, it's a nightmare unfolding that game. It's a horrible place.
Yeah.
But never mind. Yeah.
Saying that, you just mentioned about Corinthian casuals don't play their players. They got to find some way around that, and they're not playing for free.
Well, it's probably expenses or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know. But no, there was a big thing on the internet about someone accusing them of that, and the chairman was adamant. No, yeah, it's all above board. But yeah, who knows? Anyway,
Sam probably knows. He knows, doesn't he? How'd they get round it, Sam? Go on.
Oh, well, I never
Brass
clue,
them
to
up.
be honest. I've heard they don't get paid, though.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Oh, tell you what, with Corinthians, Casuals, I really hope their big centre forward who's playing, he came on for the last 10 minutes and he looked like, an overweight Mike Tyson. Yeah, he was massive. And he was so willing. He ran around everywhere, but he was always too late and he never got anywhere. Didn't get a touch on the ball, but he looked absolutely massive. He'd be a winner in a pre-match brawl or after-match brawl. Yeah, he'd be right on his side. But yeah. Yeah.
Is that like when they bring penalty specialists on for the penalty shootout at the end of the game? Bring somebody on for the after-match brawl.
Yeah. Well, he'd be well equipped. There's a few others in that Corinthian Casuals team as well who look quite hefty. But anyway, we'll see. Yeah,
Pass it round them. We pass it round them.
That's how they pay them, you see. Lots of food.
Won't pie.
Burgers.
Yeah. Fish and chips, pie, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Never know.
Speaking of which, Chris,
Yes,
on
mate.
the coach, I've heard a rumour that the coach drivers, when they set their sat nav for the Hastings, that they try and plot a route that avoids all burger bars and McDonald's, because every time they see that little McDonald's sign of burger, we have to have a stop. Yeah, they all have a top up. But never mind, I shouldn't have said that.
Don't what you moan about our coach drivers? Oh my! What old what was his
Harold
name?
Shipman.
Yeah,
Harold Shipman that we had. Sammy,
Yeah.
did you hear about this?
Nah,
No. Anyway, right. Do you know who Harold Shipman is?
no.
No. Okay. He was a serial killer, basically a GP that was killing off his patients, elderly
right, yeah,
patients. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this spitting image of him
He
was
was a
driving
dead
our
ringer.
coach.
Absolute dead bringer.
And this coach, and I'm sure we're on it, and it's shaking from side to side the whole time we're going down the road.
Yeah.
I don't know what he wasn't right, and he wouldn't stop the coach. Well, he did stop the coach eventually. Otherwise, I was going
to friends to pee down his coach.
I was going to urinate on someone. But yeah, we were singing Shipman. What was the song again? Shipman.
Oh, steady, Chris. You're going to end out in court.
Your
mate.
passenger
What was
terrified
it?
Shipman is driving.
Yeah, no, it was Shipman's our driver. The passengers are terrified, like because he was such a twat. No one liked him, and we're just singing at him. Tim started it. Just so you know, Tim started the song.
And,
Tim, you at the front.
I'm very well, but I keep very quiet. Yeah,
This is true.
yeah, and yeah. I just try and enjoy the scenery on the A14 going into London and stuff like that. That's okay.
Sammy wouldn't know about this though because he's got the posh coach, that has a toilet probably in it, and
Yeah.
Well,
we
actually,
go on, Tim. Go on.
I've been on that posh coach, but it was the
Oh,
ladies
yeah.
going to an away game, a cup game this year, and I was frightened. I'm not going again with the ladies team. No, they're a bit too much for me.
Well, they molest you.
Right.
Did they molest you, Tim?
Me and Scott at the back were hiding away. God's sake. Yeah, they get very loud, and our old keeper.
Oh my God.
Yeah, God, yeah. He or she's quite a character. But anyway, I was quite glad to get back in one piece after that journey, I must say. I'm sure.
I can't wait to get on Twitter. Go on.
I'm sure the men's team are much better behaved than the ladies, but still.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sammy, so how do you see our season going, and how do you see it for yourself as well? I think we'd all say you've got at least a couple of years left in you. How do you see it going?
I think I started off all right, and then obviously I come out of the team a little bit, didn't play much. Then I think I played a few games where I scored a couple of goals and done all right. And then I got injured, so I'm back out of the team. And then I'm like in and out of the team now. So, but I think I'm better now coming off the bench last half hour, 35 minutes a game really. Because the way we play with two in midfield, I don't feel I've got the legs to to do it for 90 minutes now. But
I was just going to ask you, what would you prefer, to be on for the whole of the game and just have a mediocre game, or come on for 35 and be like Superman, Super Sam?
well, I don't know.
Super Sam.
I get the ump when I'm not playing. Still,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
but I know when I come on like with half hour to go, I know I can do everything for half hour, and it'd probably be better than what it would for. If I was to start a game, obviously I would give everything I've got, but it's getting harder.
Yeah.
I think Sam's probably played nearly every position for Hastings.
Yeah.
Goalie, was it
haven't
goalie?
you?
He's
Lewis,
still outstanding goalie.
The only position I haven't played is centre half. I think.
centre half. Yeah, that'll come. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only position I haven't played.
Yeah.
I think Kenny told me that's what he's doing now. He's playing centre back, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's a bit of a mix between the two. I think.
I can't
think
believe
like
that. What,
He tried that at one point. We threw him in the back under Aggie.
Yeah, he played a couple of games, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Forgot about that. What
Yeah.
Thing is, he's a good player. Like he's got good pass in him, so it suits him. To be fair,
Yeah.
Is he still talking about that lob he did last year?
he talks about all his goals.
It was lovely though. That was
To be
lovely.
fair, he's most of the goals. He never really scores tap-ins. His always goals are good.
Yeah.
You never really see him score like a
He misses
easy
each
goal.
one. He used to sky him, didn't he, from like 2
So
yards
saying,
out.
all the easy chances he gets, he's a miss, and then all the hard ones, you think, oh, that's never going to go in. Just goes in the top corner.
So, well, talking of goals, Sammy, I know you've scored, I think, was it 130 or something? I'm sure you scored about 130 goals. Is there anyone up there that you're like, oh, I still love that goal? Are there any particular ones?
There's two.
Yeah.
Two that one was at home to Dulwich when I think it was might have been the year we got promoted. I think they won it that year. No, they won it. And the Maidstone won it. But Dulwich were one of the better teams then. And I remember I was at the pilot field and shooting towards the clubhouse. And I was on the right. I was on the plan on the right.
Yeah.
And Kev Rose was up front. He was screaming at me to cross it, and I shot instead, and it went straight in the stanchion.
Oh, nice one.
And the other one was the year we won the playoffs was Ashford away, when I think Addy got sent off, Razor got sent off, if I remember rightly. Went down to 10 men, and we was drawing 2-2, and I scored a volley from the edge of the box to make it win 3-2.
That was an amazing goal.
Yeah, I think they're the two that stick out for me.
Is there one particular game you could say that was the game I'm always going to remember most race? Is that
So many?
There's so many, isn't
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably not, is it?
Probably the Faversham one when we won the league. To be honest,
Yeah,
that always stick with me.
yeah.
Like
Or your testimonial.
yeah, that was good as well. To be fair, but yeah, the Faversham game. Obviously, I come off injured after about 60 minutes, and like we was like, obviously they didn't want to attack, we didn't want to attack. It was 1-1, a bit of a
Yeah.
waiting for the whistle to go. Really,
Yeah.
Ref called about 5 minutes early because he realised no one wanted to play football. We just wanted to pitch invade.
they were just kicking it out of play, weren't they?
Yeah.
And Louis was able to have the ball for about 5 minutes, wasn't it? Farting around the penalty area all the time because nothing was happening, was it?
I know, yeah,
It was ridiculous. But still,
crazy.
yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
So, Sam, have you ever had any desires to be a manager, or do you think that's not you?
Not me.
Nah,
I'm not very good at. I don't really like
telling people.
talking and things like that. So the only time I do it is if my little boy, if he ever, he's playing now, but if he was like, if they was to get a bit older and they didn't have a manager, then maybe I'd do it. But
Yeah.
not for a men's side.
Who's your boy playing for then? Who's he playing for?
Hastings under 6s.
Oh, nice one. Well done.
Yeah,
Sam, you could team up with Sean. He does one of the.
he's been on me for ages. Keep saying
Leeds
he's
have
doing it,
scored.
but I haven't got the time.
We know that's true. No, so yeah, that'd be a good combination though with our youth teams. Be brilliant.
Yeah, I might do. Obviously, when I stop playing, my mind might change then. But at the minute, I haven't got no.
No.
I just don't. It doesn't appeal to me at the minute. But
It's that
like I
thing
say,
you-
once
it's
I
that
stop
thing.
playing, it might.
Yeah, it's that thing you're a bit too quiet off the pitch, aren't you? Last night you wasn't, though. Who was it you was giving a mouthful to up front? Smithy, wasn't it?
Oh, Smithy, yeah,
Yeah, fair
shooting
enough.
from the line.
I don't think Ben was too happy with Nori at one point either.
That's right.
He was giving the right for old Nori.
Yeah,
Never mind.
it's all in good thing though.
Yeah.
Every time,
Stays on the pitch and then it's
yeah,
forgotten
exactly. That.
about.
As soon as you get in the change room after, it's all forgotten about.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you said, but I mean, we were talking about this season. I mean, you think we can do the playoffs? Do you think it's a possibility?
I
do you reckon?
don't think there's only been one game where I thought, we weren't in the game, and that was probably Billericay away. I thought they were a much better side than us. Even when we played Hornchurch, I thought, that obviously they took their chances, we didn't take ours. But I still think we was in the game. So I don't think there's no one to really fear. We give anyone in the league a game, just whether we turn up or not.
Yeah, it's strange that not turning up. I think there's 2 games, Sammy, where I think we haven't turned up.
Yeah.
One was Cray Valley away in the cup, when we just couldn't seem to get in the game.
Yeah, that was rubbish. And Haringey last week.
Haringey, I thought they're both. I was just watching after about 20 minutes. And oh shit, this is just like Cray. It's another nightmare. We couldn't get out our half or anything. And Haringey, to be fair, did all right. Yeah, they played well. We did better in the second half, though.
Yeah,
but they're the only 2 games I think where we've struggled. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We've been in all the games we played. We've been in really.
Yeah. Can I just, because I'm nosy here, Sammy?
Yeah.
How do you manage to work full time? Yeah, especially when there's evening games, like all the players, and they're sort of got to get to the game, away matches. It must be a real nightmare for you, travelling and playing and having to work. Yeah, it must be very difficult for all non-league players, I'd have thought.
Yeah, it is, especially for when we play at home, the players that live away, they're travelling down from London and whatnot. But yeah, you have to just, like with work, it's to be fair, my boss was all right. Have to finish early a couple of times and whatnot, and have to make the hours up. Yeah, but you just you just got to do what you got to do really to get to the game. It is tough. Like I say, we played Wingate away. Yeah, a month ago. I didn't get indoors. I couldn't make the coach, so I had to meet Popey to get a lift up. I had to leave my van in Ringmer, get out to the game, and then drop back to Ringmer and drive home from there. I got in the door at 2:20. I was back up again at 5:30.
Yeah, that's a nightmare, isn't it?
It can be tough, but
But Sammy is one of our best performances. So that's obviously the formula. Yeah. Our coach driver got us there 1 minute before the kickoff, didn't he, that day? It was
a long way that was as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It always seems to be on a Tuesday night, the long ones.
But it's a great game. It's a good performance, that.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Oh, I'm being nosy again, Sam. Can you let us know how Tom Chalmers is? Is he?
Yeah, he's got a scan, I think, next week. Yeah. I think he's done. It's his knee, but I don't know exactly what he's done. I don't think he knows what he's done, to be honest. But he can run in straight lines. As soon as he kicks a ball, that's when he can feel it. So he's got to have a scan next week. That
sounds like the rest of the season, really, isn't it?
Could be, yeah. Could be.
Yeah, he's got to get right. He's such a good player.
He's so good. We miss him, to be fair.
Yeah.
We do miss him.
Yeah. I know young Kane Penn been brilliant. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's been so good. He's been so good. He's like a breath of fresh air.
No, it's good to see all the Hastings players, locals, doing so well. That's excellent.
Still a few of us here.
Yeah. more the merrier, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I can remember seeing you play for Tackaway, mate.
Bloody hell, that was years ago.
Yeah.
I was watching someone else, and then there's this little kid running up and down the line, and who's that? He's bloody good. I don't know, Sam Adams, I think his name is. Look at him. Years later, up at the Dave Brown Memorial pitch.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Barley Lane.
Yeah.
Just quickly, Sammy. I mean, you obviously finished this season. I mean, you think you got another season with us in you? Then, I mean, I know you're saying you're kind of more of a squad player now, but
it all depends on Gaz really as well. Like if he wants me to stay, then I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know whether I want to be that player that plays half hour here, half hour there, or whether I want to just go down a couple of leagues and play
regular
for another year. I don't know yet. But I'll sit down and talk to Gaz at the end of the season and see what's best. Obviously, I'd like to stay, but
Sam, Hastings United wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, you bring it's not just your playing; it's the leadership, the quality control that you bring through your verbals.
You got to stay.
Get to 700. Get to 700.
Yeah, I'd like to. I don't know how many I've done now though.
638.
638.
Yes, that's another 2 seasons. That is, though.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. My dad won't be too happy if you're not. He's up there looking down.
I know.
No pressure, Sammy. No pressure, mate.
I'll say I'll sit down with Gaz at the end of the season. you know, you never know what happens. You know, I might get injured and I'll play a bit more and, you know, see what happens. But I'm still enjoying it. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to chore, that's when you think, you know, it's time to give it a rest. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it. Still like going training, being with all the boys and that. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, Sammy, listen, thanks ever so much for coming on.
That's all right,
Really
no worries.
appreciate it. And well, let's look to 3 points on Saturday, and obviously for all of us that can get there, we'll be cheering you on. So thanks, lads. Thanks, Windy. Thanks, Timothy. Thanks, Ian, and thanks, Robbie. I'll see you at the game. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Take care, lads.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Shut up.